And a new item we've never talked about right here, these are called GripLockTies. I actually bought 10% of this company 5 years ago, it's actually been. And I remember being so excited when we did this deal 5 years ago, but it all got delayed because of moving the production from China to the United States. So I'm gonna put a clip at the end of the video about this, but this is an advancement on your favorite everyday shop product, the zip tie. It's got a rubber insert in here to dampen vibrations on roll cages, not chafe wires, all kinds of things. And like I just did on accident, as I opened it up, because they are reusable. Very high strength, awesome zip ties. Check these out, GripLockTies. Very exciting for me. 5 years in the making. The company's been around for a lot longer, but since I came on board, you'll see all the details at the end of the video. It's been a little bit of an uphill battle with getting everything produced in the United States. And we've been using these in the shop since I bought in for so many years ago, and we've tried them through and through. They work great. They're on all the race cars. I think some of you have noticed throughout the years. Hey guys, so before the video's over, I wanted to revisit the GripLockTies thing I mentioned. No slip, rubber lined, reusable zip ties. The reason I bought into this company is because I like this product, but also I really believed in this guy, Mike Patey, who you guys have seen in a couple of videos over the years. But Mike is always someone that I've looked up to. He is a really cool inventor and machinist. He does all these amazing things. Well, I use so many zip ties in my life, I just thought, wow, an improvement on the zip tie. Like, I want to be a part of that. And that's why I did this deal 5 years ago or whatever. But there's been so many trials and tribulations with getting this stuff to the United States to be manufactured here, and that's why it took so long. So it's really cool to see them done and tested, and just so many little issues that we had to get to this point. 70-pound working load. Like, this is a really cool product in my opinion. And they're more expensive than a traditional zip tie, obviously, because they're different, but I'm excited for you guys to try them out. So this is a video where I actually went to the factory in Utah and saw them getting made. So let's go to Utah real quick. So this video is a long time in the making. Back in 2020, I met this guy, Mike Patey, who is kind of a legend in the aviation world and also a master inventor of cool things. Not only airplanes, just all kinds of random things. Well, we met, and Mike has a really cool business called GripLockTies, which is an improvement on one of all of us car guys' favorite things of all time, the zip tie. So this zip tie has a rubber lining and it's reusable. So I didn't think the zip tie could get any better, but Mike here and a friend of his, Clayton King, who is no longer with us, brought this to market, and it was just one of the greatest products I think I've ever come across. When I saw it, I was like, this is genius. And we had been using them on our race cars in the shop back home before I even met Mike. And so I actually ended up buying part of his company. And here we are. Partners. So we're partnering up. That happened in 2021. Yeah. Since then, we've been getting the molds from overseas and back to the US. We're now standing where they're manufactured in Salt Lake City, Utah. And Mike, let's see the spiel, brother. We gotta show the people what we got. We got an upgraded zip tie, the GripLockTie. But it's not easy to make these, right?
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, you pretty much said it all, but I gotta tell you, this is one of the most challenging engineering projects we've ever had to tackle. The two materials that make this do not like to bond. They are like oil and water. They do not want to connect. So we had to make a mechanical connection in the plastic, and one has to be done in hot and cooled to become hard. One starts cold, and they're reverse temperatures. They're opposing materials. They don't want to bond, and we had to find a way to make a chemical bond, a mechanical bond, which is why you've probably never seen them, why it's never been done. We battled it for years. We battled it overseas, and then we decided, you know what? And Clayton King, who's no longer with us, great guy, who's the original inventor, always wanted it made in America. And to his family, to his heart, to his soul, we needed it to come to America, especially with this guy wearing a flag. It's been a couple years getting equipment here, molds here, machinery here. All this equipment is ours. It's now finally running. And though we've had it out and had little beta tests, we're officially launching GripLockTies.
And we're excited. We went through the painstaking process of getting them into our hands. Now it's up to me to sell them and show you guys why they're worth buying, because they're kind of a premium zip tie. You're used to just buying them off of Amazon or Home Depot, whatever. You just go buy a huge pack, they're cheap. But this is a different ballgame. I think once you guys try them out, you'll realize that you can fasten wires to your roll cage and they can get yanked on and it won't chafe the rubber coating off them. I mean, they just offer a ton of different applications. You can use them as a belt. Those of you who use zip ties as belts, now you have an adjustable zip tie for your belt. I mean, that's what I use it for. So
I like it.
I've heard the molding process is very complicated. It's my first time here seeing it. These two very expensive machines that we got here and now operational. Show me around, brother.
All right, let's go see it.
All right, brother. I see some grip locks blasting out the bottom of this thing. Must be making something.
Yeah, it is.
What is this contraption?
I tell you what, one of the most complicated molds I have ever done. I've done injection molding my whole life, all kinds of products.
Is it spitting them out?
Look
oh,
at this
I
thing
see.
rotate. It's got a hot side, a cold side. It has to relocate.
What the heck? So what's it putting in the plastic, the
Plastic
nylon
on
first?
one, and then the rubber on the other.
Wow. Is this hot and cold lines?
Yes.
How much does this sucker weigh right here?
All right, the mold alone, not the machine,
Yeah.
just the chunk of steel that's making those few zip ties, that rotational platinum is
that's so-
4,800 pounds and has has over 100 injection pins to push it out. So we got custom pins that hold these little teeny parts in place, so when it comes apart, they don't fall on the ground.
Yeah.
We got to inject the plastic and then let it cool. After that, spin it over, change to the side that's going to put in the rubber while it's
The
at
cold
an
side.
exact perfect temperature. Rotate it, and then a bunch of little pins pop out and shove them out.
Because the theory is this rubber should not come out of
Yeah.
the plastic of the zip tie. That's the
exactly
theory.
right. The hardest challenge we had was the chemistry of that staying bonded to that. And it may seem easy. That is years in the making. Years. And I don't want to talk about
glad I
the
wasn't
the
here
numbers.
for that, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't want to be here. That was painstaking, but we did it, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and I guess how many tons of pressure? I heard an astronomical number earlier.
280 tons. Did I get that right? 280 tons. The machine is a
Good golly.
350 ton capable. We're needing
700,000
tons
pounds of pressure.
to push that plastic in through all the little lines to
Yeah.
make that part.
Wow. And over here, are we just doing smaller grip lock ties?
Yeah, we got several different sizes, 8 inch, 12 inch,
Yeah.
5 inch.
So there's the grip lock ties logo. Is this the more complicated one, the smaller ones?
Yeah, absolutely. So on a tool like this, one of the most complicated scenarios is the shot volume. So as this is operating, we're using 1/20th of the barrel every time we run a shot. It's almost impossible. This tool would be considered inmoldable in most companies.
Oh.
It's very, very difficult to process. And I heard you guys over talking over there. It is very rare that a tool like this would function even stateside, let alone at all. It's really well engineered, really well designed, but it is extremely difficult to
Really? Okay. Well, hey, you look like the right guy for the job. I see grip locks coming out, so
Absolutely.
you must be doing something right.
Getting lucky.
All right, guys, we're super fired up about this. Hope you are too. Thank you guys for the opportunity to be doing this. Thanks for watching. Do it for today. We'll freaking see you later.